Hey, what is up, art peeps? Again, we are back at it with some more snowflakes for you guys. Again, this one's a little bit more advanced, so if you haven't seen my basic version of snowflakes, go ahead and click in the link in the bio right down here. That'll give you some more basic ideas. This one is a little bit more advanced, so you can challenge yourself with this one doing initials, at least some letters in our snowflakes. So definitely for this video, you want to be really good at block or bubble letters. If you haven't already, I have a couple of videos that will help you for block and bubble letters. Basically what I do is similar to what I just did here. You can write any letter any way on here and then just either trace around it like a bubble or like a block, and that'll get you a little process for doing the block and bubble letters. That's how I do it with even my kindergartner. So if a kindergartner can do it, I think you guys can handle it too. So you need some plain paper, you need some scissors. I got a variety of scissors here, but let's get this stuff out of the way. Maybe the easiest part of it is folding the paper. If you haven't learned how to fold the paper for snowflakes, you want to get a kind of perfect square. So when you fold that corner all the way over and then you cut off this side of it, that will give you a perfect square. But now you got a little bit bigger triangle. For this one, we're just gonna fold this once to start out. I'll show you another version, so stick around to the end where you can do a little bit more complicated one where you do fold it again. But you wanna have both of those folded sides towards the bottom, so almost like an arrow pointing down. So for this one, we're gonna do our initials or letters on here. I'm gonna do my initials, so Mr. Shooty. I'm gonna do an M and an S. Again, if you just wanna start it out with doing your basic first, you can start out with drawing those just regularly if you're not familiar or comfortable with the bubble letters. After that, you can start to go over it almost like a racetrack, around and around, and think of how you can kind of give it a little bit of a frame and cut out some of those pieces. You really just want to cut and make sure that there's some sort of thickness that's still left on this folded edge. That's kind of the tricky part, so I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker. Got my M and an S. Now I can cut out that, and just again be careful that you're not making things too thin or thick. That's why we're doing the bubble or the block letters, just to give it a little bit more size. So let's go through that quick. I did bubble letters, so I kind of wanted to make my cuts a little bit more rounded on the edge, and you can always kind of clean those up if you see some points. You can go through and do that. If you want those points, maybe you did a block letter, maybe yours is a little bit more block or square like. You want to be more of a sharp corner. See, I keep forgetting little parts. Don't make sure that you do not forget all these little parts, since you got a bunch of lines on here.
I got my M and my S in there, so you ready to see it? Let's see how it looks.
Bam, look at that. I think that turned out really, really cool also. So there's different variations that you can do. You can see how I just did 2 initials. I've also done one where I've done 3. So here's that one. Kind of looks like Superman for some reason with the S on here. So here's M-R-S for Mr. S.
And you can see how that one gets a little bit more complex. Each time that you do it, you get a little bit better at it.
But again, you could also switch this up and give yourself even more of a challenge by folding it one more time. So instead of starting out like this, you could fold it out from here and then try to do yours even more, and then you'll get even more of a complex snowflake. And I have a couple examples on my channel that I did an older video, and then with colored paper also, you can really start to express yourself and have a wide variety of creativity to make yours set apart from anybody else's. All right, so there again are a whole bunch of different examples and ideas. Hang these up in your house, decorate your whole walls. Be like one of my favorite scenes in Elf. Fills up the whole house with all these different snowflakes hanging from the wall. So have some fun with this. As always, I am Mr. Shooty. This is Mr. Shooty's Art Channel, and we'll talk to you guys later.